Virgo, this is going to be a reading for you. As always, please take what resonates and leave what does not. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hype the video if you find this reading resonates with you. Let's take a look at what you need to see here. Virgo. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. There could be an unfinished project, or maybe there's avoided ambition here. There could be something here to the effect of you doing some work or progress within yourself. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. This is guilt, the stingings of conscience. Could also be someone who is a little bit too theoretical, a little bit too technical with something. This could be somebody who is jealous, envious. Ten of Wands, and all of this is acting as a burden here. Crossing position, we have the Lovers in reverse in the crossing. Okay, sense of separation. Sense of difficulty within a relationship here is what I'm seeing. Got the Fool in reverse. Ignorance, negligence, nullity, vanity, foolishness, carelessness, recklessness. What's consciously recognized, and this is a cycle. Seems like you're holding on to a situation here, Virgo, where someone was reckless with you, someone was careless with you, someone treated you in a very poor way. There could have been domestic violence here as well, with that Ten of Wands, with the Eight of Wands reversed. Past energy, Three of Cups in reverse. There could have been overindulgence in drugs, alcohol, sex, partying. Moving into the future, the Queen of Swords. You're no longer dealing with this energy. Okay, thankfully. This could have been an air sign, a Gemini energy here that we're looking at today. Self energy is the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you've been calming down from this relationship. It's really put you on edge, though, toward a particular connection or person in your environment. Very high defenses, very fearful, but it seems like this is calming down within you. On the external, it's coming across as, I think you're lowering your guard, you're lowering your boundaries. Hopes and fears, you're terrified to do this. We have a little bit of a trust issue here with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and hopes and fears. You're very fearful, mistrustful. The outcome is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, moving into the future, I'm seeing you further separating from the energy that has done this to you. I'm seeing you getting more space, more distance, but at the same time, there could be an issue here with your mental health with that Knight of Wands in reverse. Something I would just recommend you keeping your eye on. All right, let's go ahead and clarify this spread. Definitely feels like a past energy or something that you're still harboring. You have let this go, or you are letting this go currently as we speak. It's something here, it's a cycle here that you're trying to ignore. So I think it's important for you to ask yourself, what did I learn from this last experience that I went through? And be honest with yourself. What is the Ten of Wands? Clarifying the Ten of Wands, you're the Fool in reverse once again, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. You're holding on to something where you were ignoring some kind of red flag and feeling safe. Maybe multiple red flags, many multiple red flags potentially that you were kind of ignoring in order to feel safe. Something that you're holding on to here. So this seems to be an element of self-trust that's needed as you move forward into the future. In the crossing, we have the Lovers in reverse, being clarified by the Three of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Confusion, attraction, stability, alienation, bountiful harvest. Your finances could have been linked in very deeply with this other person from the past as well. King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, the two of you could have been working together, could have run some kind of business or something here. Maybe the relationship was more so founded on material need with that King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Functionality, practicality. It seems like there was a rift or a void between the two of you. Crowning is the Fool in reverse, being clarified by Death in reverse, Justice, and the Three of Wands. Death in reverse, that energy of stagnation, adhering to subconscious patterns and whims without our own personal knowledge. Then Justice, that being brought into balance, and Three of Wands, being gifted with the energy of foresight, being able to see the truth, being able to see things for how they are. So it's almost as if you're learning, or you have learned from a previous cycle that has completed, and you're kind of taking stock. You've learned some kind of lesson here, Virgo, from the past, or maybe somebody was overindulging in something, and you've learned to cut that off. There's a lot of healing taking place within this energy. This could also be an energy that's taking place within you. Maybe you've kind of gotten over some kind of addiction as well, or you've learned how to moderate something here, and it's helped you to clear your mind and see things more objectively, rather than ignoring particular problems or, you know, for the sake of you feeling safe. You're kind of getting outside of your comfort zone here with this. I like it. So we have a knot in the unconscious energy, clarified by the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so whatever this cycle was, it has ended and a new one is beginning. It ended in grief, it ended in sorrow, it ended in pain, sadness, despair. But a new cycle is beginning where you are committing. You are putting yourself into, you're putting your beliefs into practice. You're putting your knowledge into practice. You're putting what you know to the test here. You're putting what you've learned to the test from this last cycle. Past energy is the Three of Cups in reverse, being clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and Temperance in reverse. It felt like you had everything. I felt like you had everything you wanted with this past situation, and then you had to separate from it. I felt like you had achieved a whole lot, and maybe you did. Clearly you did. Ten of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and then you had to separate from it. You were content. So I can understand the pain. And I can understand the distrust that you feel as you move forward. But moving forward, you're in this Queen of Swords energy now. So you're a lot more logical, you're a lot more rational. Putting distance between yourself and your past experiences, the past pain. Queen of Swords being clarified by the Magician, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you're learning how to alchemize your pain. You're having a major breakthrough, turning pain into magic, into clarity, and making very important decisions, very rational decisions from that place of clarity, manifesting all that you want now. The self energy is the Three of Wands in reverse, being clarified by the Nine of Cups. What did I just say? as your nervous system calms down, as this old chapter, this old cycle comes to an end, as the turmoil stops, you get exactly what you want. The Nine of Cups, Page of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. There's a sense of hypervigilance around this as well. You're on the lookout for any signs of destruction or catastrophe. You're on the lookout for anything that would potentially drain your energy. And so we have the Nine of Wands, a little bit of hypervigilance here. Nine of Wands in reverse in your environment being clarified by the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This one came out too. We're going to take it, the Four of Pentacles. It's almost as if this gift just falls into your lap. It just arrives right on time without you having to do anything about it. But that's the issue, isn't it? You don't know what to do. So your advice here is to release control. Same as Libra, same as Taurus. There's a lot here about people releasing control at this time during this Mercury retrograde. Not sure what that's about. But Four of Pentacles here. You releasing control restores order. Because you're just giving it to God, so to speak, at that point, right? Let go and let God could be something that you say to yourself here these days, Virgo. So you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse in your hopes and fears. This is fear. This is mistrust. The Hermit, there you are. So seclusion, introspection, understanding yourself and therefore understanding the world around you. The Knight of Swords in reverse, incapacity. You don't trust yourself, once again, to make a decision moving forward as it pertains to getting what you want or having what you want, or even recognizing what you want in some cases. Knight of Swords in reverse. You're trying not to be impulsive. The Hanged Man. And so you're in this energy of suspense. Suspension, I should say. You're trying to be wise with your next steps. You're taking your time. You're surrendering, even though you're afraid. Wise. The outcome is the Knight of Wands in reverse being clarified by the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Wands in reverse. You're rejecting the return of anything from the past here, and I like that. You're moving forward in a very fresh, new energy. Like I said, you've cut something off here. I think maybe for a while you were indecisive about whether or not you wanted someone to return from the past. That Page of Wands in reverse, but you're recognizing this person as bad news. You're rejecting this bad news. You're putting space between yourself and this bad news. So what else do we have coming out for Virgo, please? Surrender, bold step forward. That's what I'm talking about, Virgo. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Lost in space, needing direction. Just try to focus on the next 24 hours if you can. Gestation period, winter's dream with initiation, the crossing. 54 and 63. You had to take some time to yourself. You did. But in doing that, you actually quantum leapt into a brand new reality in which you're actually getting what it is that you were asking for in the first place. Winter's dream, gestation period, initiation, the crossing. All right. What else do we have for Virgo? Sensuality. Maybe you were celibate for a time. sensuality with Winter's Dream, or maybe you were just depriving yourself of certain physical pleasures, or maybe it was just you with yourself for a minute. The crossing initiation, the golden thread. Like I said, you're about to head straight into a dream of yours. And look at these colors, pink and gold. Fascinating. What else do we have for Virgo, please? Partnership. A lot of you are entering into new partnerships. I'm definitely getting that. Rage in reverse. The Architect. The Valley of Detachment in reverse and Departure in reverse. We're going to take these in the upright. Yeah, there's definitely an energy of you having detached from the past in order to achieve this initiation period, in order to begin to follow what it is that you are dreaming of. Detaching from the past, departure, going within, allowing yourself to be called to something greater. Not allowing external circumstances to control you. Seem to be major themes here for this reading. What else do we have for this Virgo? Anticipation in reverse and Wisdom. You've learned not to jump the gun. You've learned to not allow external circumstances to pressure you into making any particular decisions. And that is 100% Virgo energy. 100%. You've learned not to act too hastily. You've understood what it means to do so. You've learned not to allow external circumstances to pressure you into making choices that you don't want to make necessarily, or that you haven't thought through completely. This is spectacular. This is wonderful energy. Okay. And to wrap it up, we're going to finish off with an angel number oracle. Synergy and Passion in reverse. Synergy is a good sign. Like I said, it seems like a lot of you are coming into companionship with another person, camaraderie and being there for your friends, creating something greater than yourself, support networks and community growth, deepen connections and standing together. The affirmation is, it will work out better than I could ever imagine. And then we have 1031. Difficulty finishing what you start, low energy, lack of enthusiasm, neglecting aspects of your well-being, mistrusting yourself. I'm so grateful for each moment of joy in my life. It seems like this is being resolved through synergy. It seems like you're going to begin to trust yourself, and that was definitely something here that we touched on a little bit during the reading. This relationship, this partnership, this companion that you have come into contact with, it seems is going to be deepening your sense of self-trust. Virgo, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for watching. If you did find that this reading resonated with you, I ask that you like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype the video. If you'd like to book me for a personal reading, the link to do that is going to be down below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, Virgo, and take care.